It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC West rivals. It's the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's all up next.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Welcome in, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Time to get our first look at one of the star faces of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes and his Kansas City offense. Really the gold standard among NFL offenses since he became the starter in 2018.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's the rookie out of Rutgers, Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver. After a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. His numbers are always terrific, almost always in the Pro Bowl, and all his team does is win. This guy's a natural leader.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. Just shy of the 30. Here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. His throw incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson. He finds Latavius Murray. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game. Throwing again here, Wilson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3. Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want the body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's opening one uppercut. We'll take care of the end of this drive.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And he will find his man, Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown. Russ able to connect with Cortland Sutton there. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Mahomes going to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got the benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now for the 33. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Mahomes. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to punch forward.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And the reinforcements coming as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And as a running back, you got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And on the next-gen stats, it shows he clocked in at 18 miles an hour. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get to him quickly. Here's he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they showed passing formation, showing shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, how about the covers we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring it down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Murray. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot. A lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, Murray. And he'll stretch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run for Murray on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, try to throw it every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in his first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. They'd have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And a running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lane's definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. Lost results there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. That goes out wide to Murray. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. Fair catch signal for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be caught by Toney. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
2nd down, McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
They'll give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, C. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Now here's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, Murray. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Out quickly to Judy. And he's brought down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. But for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No one, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
The throw is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now drive this started with great field position. It's facing 4th down.
4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. This will be spotted at the 20s, and the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. But clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. You're older to have him pick it up and kind of the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on it, too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side complete to Tony. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. McKinnon now going to try the left side. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Aaron Browning, the one who brought him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Mahomes firing complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the 1st half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Wilson. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up the 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On the delay, this is Murray. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum to the locker room.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling.
Finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is caught inside the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's Kadarius Toney who catches things with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Now Wilson on first down.
He's going to drop this one down for Murray.
So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Denver. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in the second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter play. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
Second half starts with a run by Murray.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Murray. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're off and top. 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened having to go to the bench. This gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going, move the football.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
But if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. Oh, he shifts past him. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now Mahomes. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now here's Mahomes. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Alex Singleton making the play defensively. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. But we can't see that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, whether they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Denver's offense now set to go.
And our game's in a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Oh, able to avoid him. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
82 yards on the ground here for Murray. He's got a 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he will find his man, Sutton. That's complete.
Cortland Sutton.
Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and it's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. And hitting Juju on the slant. And get this one across the 45. Mahomes finding Juju there for Kansas City first.
This has to go down to one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh, so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go draw play to McKinnon, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing is working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He completes this to Sutton.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll give up the gut for Murray. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go with Murray again. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. KC's offense ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Dances by him, and he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Straight ahead they go. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about 4.
Obviously, this has not been a matter game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to cut down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It'll go as a gain. It's handed to Kansas City, first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll get this down to the 48-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing it incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. Leading the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take an air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
4 yards remain for second down.
Now a give. This is Murray.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A pair of first downs gives a 1st and 10 up at the 44. To throw is Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, and it'll be second down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it's time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defense guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodon to have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, Murray. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Well, Jerry is Sneed up to make the play defensively.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with the running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The offense on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he takes it past the 45 and down to the 46. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 122 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Play action. It's Wilson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback. It's a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
So for the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Wilson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Wilson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal. Not sure what happened out there. Looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try to play free and natural.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Face mask. Defense.
So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line.
Automatic first down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing now is Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical. You figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Mahomes now to throw.
Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, Mahomes. Now he'll let this one go deep, right sideline. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Guys, ready to get it on right now? Let's do your thing.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Time to ground it out now with Murray. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Another run for Murray on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Again, it's Murray. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Up the middle, Murray. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now for the 33. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
What's the deal, dog? Take out this piece of pass ready. Get it on right now. Let's go get it. That's what I'm talking about.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop tell me, you got to win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. They did in this one.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.